Summer is just around the corner, so how are you planning to keep the kids occupied? Perhaps you've planned a family vacation or you intend to enroll the youngsters in summer camp. But another fun and important activity to add to your list is reading. The Harford County Public Library has a wonderful, fun way to keep your children reading all summer long. Here to talk about the summer reading program and more is Claudia Sumler, Senior Administrator, Public Services for the library. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I have spent many a summer with my kids in the summer reading program, so it's something as a parent that I have always appreciated that the library has spearheaded. So how long has it been around, the program?
Forever. It really is lost in the history of Harford County Public Library. It's been part of our services for that long.
Wow. So last year, was that a successful summer reading year?
We broke all records. 18,000 children registered for the summer reading program.
Wow. And I know every year there's a new theme, so I'm always kind of excited to know what's the theme for this year. So why don't you tell us about it?
One World, Many Stories, and it's about the diversity around the world, but how we're all a community, but we're made up of many different people, and we have a lot of different programs planned in all of our branches to sort of emphasize that theme.
Okay, terrific. So, you know, I'm a great believer, as are most parents, I think, about the importance of reading in the summer. But I have to tell you that every once in a while I meet a parent who will say, my child works so hard during the school year and I just want him or her to go out and play and not even think about books or school. What do you have to say to that parent?
There's a recent study done by Dominican University in cooperation with Johns Hopkins University that shows that children who read throughout the summer, it enables them to keep up their skills so that when they start school again in the fall, they score much higher
right.
on those entry-level tests when they get back. So it's like any form of exercise. You need to keep the brain working.
Right, okay. And thank goodness, I mean, parents, I know sometimes it's a struggle to get your kids to read, but thanks to the library, there's all these extra incentives that you have set up, and that's part of the summer reading program. So let's talk a little bit about the details. When does it start?
It starts on June 13th and it will run until the middle of August. And we have lots of incentives to sort of keep the children busy and active throughout the entire program. When they register, they'll get a little souvenir bag. As I said, we've got lots of programs planned to keep the children coming back in.
Can you give me an idea, when you say programs, do you mean performers coming in?
Oh, we've got performers coming in, and actually the performers are wonderful because it's really a family-oriented event. We've got a kickoff program in the second week. It's June 20th and 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It depends on which branch you like to go to.
Right.
But we've got a musical duo called Cantare that's coming in to do programs. And I've seen them before. They really are wonderful. They focus on Latin American music, and they have a lot of energy and excitement. And so that's in the middle of June. And then later in July, we have another performer coming in, Tracy Eldridge, who's worked with the library many years. And her programs are always very popular. And again, it's musical, very interactive. She gets the whole audience involved in her performances. So it's fun for the whole family. And in between those two, we have several other sort of family-oriented musical events.
But it sounds like even the musical offerings are diverse in themselves.
Right.
Okay, so diversity is key here. One of the themes.
It really is focusing on different parts of the world as well as what we do here in the United States. So it's a little bit of everything.
Okay, so you have a lot of fun things to encourage students to sign up and involve their families. And then also I know there's a little bit of a competitive edge to all of this as well.
Yes. At the end, well, first of all, when the children complete their reading, they get either a book. The younger children get a book. The middle school children get a choice of a book or a journal. The teenagers get a $5 gift card from Barnes & Noble.
Great.
But then, in addition to that, we give a trophy to the elementary school, middle school, and high school who have the largest percentage of completers in their school.
Wow.
And it really has turned into a fun competition throughout the county.
Okay. So I mentioned in the opening that we're going to talk about the summer reading program, but there's so much more going on in the library in the summer. Tell us about LEAP.
LEAP is Learn, Explore, and Play, and it's a science program that we've developed that's aimed at ages 8 through about 13 to sort of make sure that science remains fun in their lives. And we do a series of programs throughout the year. During the summer, we're going to have 3 LEAP science programs. One is on a Harry Potter theme, and those are always very popular.
I bet. Yeah.
But in addition to that, we've also developed science kits that families can check out and take home with them for a week. And in the summertime, these are incredibly popular because parents have a little more time to spend with their children.
Sure.
And so quite often when you go in, they'll be, luckily the turnover's pretty high, but you'll go in and you'll see that the very full shelves have gone down to a very low level. So.
Okay. Now, one thing that I respect so much about the library is that every summer, I know that I can rely on you to offer great books for the kids and everything, but you also kind of move forward with the times, and that brings up the whole subject of ebooks. And, I try, sometimes I'm a little intimidated by all the technology. What's the library's stance on ebooks, and how are you working this into what you do?
Well, we've actually been working, Harford County Public Library is part of a state consortium that works with a company called Overdrive, who supplies ebooks to us.
Okay.
And so we're able to offer ebooks for people who have Sony readers, Nooks, iPads. We just heard last week that Amazon is now willing to work with libraries so that you can download to the Kindle. For a long time, that wasn't true. And since Kindle is a very popular reader, that's been a source of frustration for both the library and, of course, for people who own Kindles.
Okay, so for the little few seconds we have left, you're going to offer some training.
We are.
Available.
We're going to have samples of the different kinds of readers so that people who are having a little difficulty, a little intimidated, they'll be able to come in and get some instruction.
Okay, well, terrific. We're going to put up the new website. It has a new name. We want to make sure they notice that. It's .org, hcplonline.org. Much more to talk about. Wow, so much going on at the library. Claudia Semler, thank you so much, and have a great summer.
Same to you.
Thanks.